Deep Dive, all about Java today. Taking a peek at what's new and all that fun stuff.
Yeah.
Think of this as like your personalized cheat sheet to what's happening from a recent InfoQ News Roundup.
Yeah, those roundups can be a lot. We're here to break it down, help you know what matters.
Okay, so updates to the Java Development Kit, or JDK for those in the know. Early access builds are out for both JDK 24 and 25, build 34 and build 8 to be precise. Now, for those who stick to the stable releases, what's the point of checking out these early access builds?
It's a sneak peek into the future, right? You get to test drive new features and give feedback to the JDK team before things are finalized.
So you can actually have an impact on the direction of Java. That's really cool. Speaking of cool, faster startup times, always a thing. OpenLiberty just came out with version 25.0.1, and their new incident feature is creating a buzz. We all know the pain of waiting for Java apps to start, especially in the cloud. This could be a game changer. Can you walk us through how this instant and magic works?
Sure. OpenLiberty uses this technique called checkpointing. Basically, it takes a snapshot of your running application and uses that snapshot to resume. On startup, no more starting from scratch every time.
Makes sense. I can see how that'd save a ton of time, especially for cloud apps where every second counts. Okay, shifting gears a bit to something that sounds kind of sci-fi. Quarkus 3.18.0 and its new servers for the Model Context Protocol, all about connecting your Java apps to AI models. Can you break this down for us? What in the world is the Model Context Protocol, and why should Java devs be excited about these servers?
So, the Model Context Protocol, or MCP, it's like a bridge between Java applications and those powerful AI models out there, a way for your code to communicate directly with AI.
So no more building separate systems.
Yeah.
Or relying on workarounds. Quarkus is offering a direct line between Java and AI. That sounds huge.
Yeah, exactly. And what's even more interesting is the types of servers they've added, JDBC, file system, even Java FX, opens up a ton of possibilities. For Java apps to interact with AI models, imagine querying an AI directly from your Java code.
It's like Java suddenly learned to speak AI. And to make it even easier, there's JBang.
Yeah?
What's JBang? And how does it make working with these servers easier?
JBang is like a Swiss Army knife for Java developers. It makes scripting and development tasks much simpler. So working with tools like these Quarkus servers is a breeze. Takes away the complexity. You can just focus on building your application.
So it's all about shortcuts, avoiding that tedious setup and configuration. Very appealing. Now let's move to the cloud. I know lots of our listeners work with Kubernetes, so they'll be interested in the Java Operator SDK. Now at version 5.0.0, for those who aren't familiar, can you explain what a Kubernetes operator is and why this SDK matters?
Think of it like this. A Kubernetes operator is a manager for your application in the cloud. Takes care of all the behind-the-scenes stuff, deployment, updates, scaling, all automated so you can focus on development.
So it's like a little robot assistant, keeping your app running smoothly. Andy, what are some of the big changes in this new SDK, and how will they make life easier?
One of the big things is the focus on server-side apply. Basically. Makes updates more reliable, less prone to errors. Imagine having to update a complex app across a cluster of servers manually. Recipe for disaster.
Definitely. So, smoother updates, fewer headaches. Sounds good to me. Okay, let's get a bit more technical. Tornado VM, a library that speeds up Java code using your graphics card. Just released version 1.0.0. What caught my eye is they've added support for the half-float data type. Can you explain what half-float is and why this seemingly small change is a big deal?
Half-float sounds jargony, but it's all about speed and efficiency. It's a way to represent numbers, using less memory, which can really speed up processing, especially for apps that crunch lots of numbers like graphics or AI.
So it's like finding a more efficient way to do math, leading to smoother graphics, faster AI models, better performance overall.
Exactly. For developers working with graphics or dabbling in machine learning, this update could be a game changer.
Seems like we're seeing a theme here. From instant-in to half-float. Lots of focus on making Java faster, more efficient. Are you seeing that too?
Oh, absolutely. Performance optimization is a huge deal, especially with cloud-native apps, and the demands of AI and machine learning.
Right. And speaking of AI, we can't forget about Quarkus and that Model Context Protocol. Java is evolving to keep up with AI.
It's exciting, right? Java's been around forever, and it's adapting to all these new technologies, not just sticking with what it knows, but pushing the boundaries.
It's like Java's proving it can be both, reliable and cutting edge.
Yeah, a perfect blend of experience and innovation.
Nope, we're not done yet. Ready for a rapid-fire round.
Hit me with it.
All right. We've got new milestones for Spring Cloud. That's big for folks working with microservices. Then there are updates to Apache Camel Quarkus. even easier to integrate systems and applications. InfiniSpan also has new releases, that in-memory data grid, big for high-performance data processing, and of course, more cool new features from JBang.
Oh, and I want to mention Eclipse Vert.x. It's been making waves with its asynchronous, event-driven approach, perfect for reactive apps, huge for microservices and real-time data.
It's amazing how these updates all connect to bigger trends in Java: cloud-native development, performance, AI. It feels like the Java ecosystem is always pushing forward.
It is, yeah. It's like watching a puzzle come together. Each piece, a new tool or technology, all fitting together to show what Java can do.
Great analogy. So, as we wrap up this Java deep dive, what are some key takeaways?
Well, first, performance is king. Faster startup times, more efficient calculations. Everything's about making Java apps fast.
Makes sense. And second, that connection between Java and AI is growing, with tools like Quarkus leading the charge.
Right. Java's going to be a big part of intelligent applications.
Exciting stuff. So for everyone listening, whether you're a seasoned Java pro or just starting out, Java is not standing still. It's vibrant, it's evolving, and there's never been a better time to be a part of it.
I agree. Embrace the change. Stay curious. Keep learning. There's always something new in Java.
Before we go, something to think about. We talked about Java embracing AI, but what does that really mean for the future of Java development? Could Java become the go-to language for building intelligent apps seamlessly integrated with AI? What do you think?
It's a great question. Java has the potential, it has the community, and the momentum to be a major player in the AI world, but it's going to take innovation, collaboration, and a willingness to push the boundaries.
So the future of Java and AI is still being written.
It is.
And it'll be fascinating to see what happens.
Yeah.
If you want to dive deeper into any of these topics, check out the show notes, links to all the news and releases.
Tons of resources there.
And until next time, keep diving deep.
Yeah.
Keep exploring. And keep that Java code compiling. Really inspiring stuff.
Yeah.
Seeing the Java community push the limits like that.
You know, what strikes me is this wasn't just about updates. It feels like we uncovered a bigger story about where Java is going.
Yeah, I think so. It's about Java not just keeping up, but becoming, essential in areas we didn't expect a few years ago. Exactly. And that's what makes it exciting for, both veterans and newcomers to Java. This isn't some language fading away. It's reinventing itself.
Yeah. And the need for developers who get that is only going to grow. So if you're listening and you're curious about Java, now's the time to jump in.
I couldn't agree more. This deep dive has given us a lot to think about. We went from new releases to performance improvements to AI. But the overall message is clear. Java is evolving, adapting, embracing the ever-changing tech world.
It is, and that's what makes it so cool to be a part of. This community, I mean. It's constant learning, experimenting, pushing the limits, and there's a real excitement as Java proves itself in this modern world.
So well said. And for our listeners, if any of this piqued your interest, be sure to check out the show notes. We've got links to all the news and releases.
Yeah, your launch pad for exploration.
And until next time, keep diving deep, keep exploring, and keep that Java code compiling.